Actually, don't answer that. That's not PG.
We don't answer those
That's not
questions.
PG.
We don't answer those questions.
Let's get into it.
And speak of the man himself, Bolimar against 482 MastaStef. We saw MastaStef earlier rocking some Guilty Gear. He is one of those folks who I feel is just an FGC veteran, right? Just very well-rounded when it comes to all that is fighting games in general. I believe he's entered in Street Fighter V here as well as Guilty Gear, and on top of that, some Pokken. So we're expecting some serious fighting game fundamentals to come to display here. Bolimar, on the other hand, he knows one speed, and that's go.
Yeah.
He's all about that offense, and we're going to be seeing a lot of that with this trusted Lucario play. All
right, so Lucario versus Pika Libre. Think of it closer to a Ryu or a Mario versus an Arm Mika or an Aegis. Or sorry, Labris. So keep that in mind. Now, ooh, here's the big damage.
And just countering right through the attempted wild charge from MastaStef. I feel like so much of this game is going to be dictated around that mid-screen sort of distance, right? Again, we're asking the question, what do we do against Bone Rush? If he can have an answer to Bone Rush, then he's going to be able to have answers to Bolimar. But right now, Bolimar is doing a great job. Techs the throw and creates the first phase shift.
Lucario, definitely one of the characters that has this awesome mid-range game, right? He has great fireballs. He has these great homing projectiles. But up close, this guy can still make some great damage happen. Holding steady.
Noticing Bolimar, of course, if we look at the burst meter, that's ready to go. Do you think that he's going to use it now, or do you feel like he's confident that he can close the round out without it? Never mind. Answering my own question.
Yeah. Here's the punish. Yeah, he caught him.
Yeah, MastaStef was expecting pretty much anything but burst, throws up the counterattack, and Bolimar seizes the opportunity and takes this first round.
You know, it's one of those situations where you have to consider the worst possible scenario more than anything else. And the worst possible scenario there was definitely burst, because it would come out there and that would just be everything all out, right? And that's the first level of Yomi. The next layer, which you would have to have it proven to you, would be like, he's not going to go for super. Instead, he would probably want to set up into it first, right? Well, you have to assume that people are going to go for the most common and the most direct of solutions. Ooh, caught him with the anti-air. That was the full extent of that hitbox.
It's almost like Bolimar is playing, retreating slightly to bait MastaStef to approach so he can actually catch him with the Bone Rush. The only issue now is he's found himself into the corner. And with MastaStef deciding to go and pop into burst mode, this could be a world of trouble.
Lapras. Ooh, the armor that he needed to come forward. He tried to go for the grab, whiffs it. Here's the full punish. Oh, the retort.
And
is that going to be it?
And you saw the burst attempt from MastaStef getting interrupted. Bolimar taking control of this game.
Right now, Bolimar locking him down yet again. Knows his ranges so well. Look at the spacing here. He knows the exact distance that he has to worry about from Pikachu's retort. That whiff grabbing and no punishment. Bolimar trying to finish this off as easily as possible with the pokes.
Here's an easy way.
Can it be done? Yes.
At 4 health off of a grab. And there was a slight mix-up there as well because we saw MastaStef earlier on go for a counterattack. Bolimar ends up popping his burst attack, right? And there, instead, he's saying, oh, no, I'm just going to hold shield. I don't want to get hit by the burst attack, and he ends up getting grabbed for it. That's the tricky thing. And especially whenever when you look at the life count being that low, and it really turns out to so many instances in the game where I feel like how much burst is on the table is like a separate life gauge, right? It's one of those elements of the game that I feel can really shift the favor back in your court rather than keeping it in your opponent's.
Yeah, absolutely. No character swaps here. Just went back to character select screen. Going back in, take that breather before we kick it off right here with our next game. All right.
And this is actually a support switch where we saw the Lapras in the last round, and now we're going straight to Snivy and straight to a grab. They were working out very well for Bolimar at the end of that last game. It's no surprise he's going for it again here. Bone Rush, clobbering MastaStef's approach attempts, and whenever the shield comes up again, just the grabs.
Bolimar has been dominating. He has the tempo, and right now, Masta is panicking. he knows he needs to put something on the board. At 74 health, he really wants to make sure he can get something back into his favor. Holding on steady. He put a fair amount of damage here. At this point, Bolimar could just simply wait. No, gets caught.
That Electro Web, after countless amounts of punishment with the normals, it was only logical to put it the shield. And MastaStef uses the opportunity to maybe find some sort of a way to get back into the game itself. Both players now going into that burst mode.
Oh, here comes Punish.
And one call out with burst. It's going to be all it takes.
Whoa, he got him pressing a button. No, he was so close. Next hit. Yeah, that was wrong. He had the right idea. He knew that he was airborne. He was going to drop on top of him. He had to wait slightly longer before he was going to be able to pull it out. This has gone from a knockdown drag-out to a comeback to a near miss. Bolimar holding on, catches him with a Hadoken. God, he went from dominating the game to completely losing control to managing to squeak out a victory. I wonder what that's going to do on him mentally in this next round.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Nebs. But beyond that, I'm thinking about MastaStef as well, right? What that's going to do to his mentality, because it felt in the mid-game that he had regained control. But Bolimar, again, just really great call-outs. Even the decision to call in Snivy at the right time to relieve some pressure. But here, going into burst, that was such a clean, standard setup for that burst.
Oh, man. This is still the best burst. That's the most hype. So let's go. The damage, the damage has been put on, but where is he going for it? Lapras, no! Getting called out saying, you do not get to pull this assist out in front of me, sir.
A dive kick. Bolimar, again in a position where he's lost control of this game. Can he somehow regain control?
The air-to-air coming up short. Boom, baby! Here's the follow-up. He jab resets and put him back up, but there's the retort yet again from Masta.
And that was one of those times where Bolimar's grab game didn't quite work in his favor, actually. The grab ends up getting teched, and Masta puts a round on the board.
Wait. Yeah, there's the retort that we were looking for. Because you saw Pikachu charging, you knew he was going to come forward a set distance. That's when Bolimar hits him with that short swing blow, if we're referencing Dudley here. Pulls himself back and came back with a retort. Here's the full push back in. Tries to put him into the corner. The phase shift successful.
Another counter? Okay, canceling out. Only to do the mind games. He does a counter, cancels it out to put up a second counter attack.
Clearly someone has DJ Khaled in their headphones right now.
And Bolimar. This could be a perfect round from him after losing the last game. MastaStef, did he catch Bolimar pushing a button?
No, he didn't. But here's the retort. He goes bursting. He doesn't catch him. With the grab, here's the retort.
Just clean.
I'm sorry, was that the rock bottom while he was standing? I'm sorry, that just hit me. Is he going to be too high? Yes, yet again. That's the second time it's happened. It doesn't matter. He catches him with the bone.
It's tough. He escapes the burst, but then he gets put in a position because of the escape option to get hit by the bone rush. And Bolimar actually popping off there. I love it.
A little bit. Great work from both of these guys. What an exciting match, because both of these guys going back and forth, retorting so quickly.
He actually bone rushed the camera.
Yeah.
Known for his pop-offs. Definitely known for his pop-offs. But, you know, it's great to see players with that kind of heart, right? That kind of emotion whenever they're actually playing the game.
They care about the game they're